how to have mind-blowing sex. In this video, I share with you the 3 biggest secrets to having mind-blowing sex. So make sure you stay tuned and watch. This is Alexandra Villarroel Abrego, and welcome back to Alexandra TV, where every Wednesday I share with you the best coaching strategies and techniques to create the life of your dreams and to become the best version of yourself. Now, make sure you're subscribed to this channel not to miss the new episodes that I post every Wednesday, and you can also go on my website, alexandravillarroel.com, and subscribe to my email list, and I will be sending over your way by email a free gift. So make sure you do that. This week's episode is about sex. So let's talk about sex today. You know, there's a lot of advice out there when it comes to sex and to having great sex. There are magazines that talk about that have full columns that share with you the 5 ways to have mind-blowing sex and everything. And in this week's episode, I really wanted to share with you the 3 main things that will allow you to have mind-blowing sex with your partner, of course. Now, I've been sharing this in other videos. I talk about spirituality, about the importance of keeping your feminine sacred energy and power and not giving it over to anyone. So of course, this video is if you are having sex, how to have mind-blowing sex with your beloved one. The first secret that you must do in order to have mind-blowing sex is knowing your body, but most importantly, knowing and understanding your cycles. As women, every month, every 28 days, we go through different cycles. You know, there are 4 of them. One of these cycles, there's a certain period of the month, the time of the month when sex is going to be even more incredible, not only for you, but also for your partner, which is when you're ovulating. Now, of course, if you don't want to have a baby, and if you're not on the pill, if you don't put condoms on, well, during ovulation, if you have sex during that time, well, it's possible that you're going to get pregnant. But this is how beautiful and wonderful the woman body is. It's the fact that when you are ovulating, you are more horny. So you really want to have sex more, simply because your body knows that it's ready to conceive. So the hormones in your body make you feel more sensual, make you feel and look more sexy. So there's a lot of researches that have been done that show that women are sexier to men during ovulation, which is absolutely incredible. It's the way nature is perfectly made. And another thing that happens when you're ovulating is that your feminine juices are more liquid. If you take a look at your feminine juices throughout the month, there are periods of the month where they are more dry, more kind of like a paste. That means that you are not ovulating and that you are not, even if you have sex, you're not going to conceive. So of course, this makes sex less enjoyable than when your feminine juices are very watery. And the reason why they are watery, it's because that allows the sperm of the man to travel more easily through your tubes to create, of course, a baby. So the body, the way the body is made is absolutely incredible, but you can take advantage of knowing your body and all the cycles that you go through every month in order to have mind-blowing sex, because sex is going to be more pleasurable to you and your partner during that time of ovulation. The second secret to having mind-blowing sex is knowing your partner, and most importantly in sexuality, knowing which one of the 5 senses your partner likes and arouses him more. So is it by the touch? Is it by the sight? Is it by the taste? So what makes your partner more excited? What turns him on, really? So it's really about knowing and understanding your partner. So not only, of course, communicating, as they often talk about, but trying to understand which one of the 5 senses your partner likes, and also which one of the 5 senses you like, so that you both can share that with one another and, you know, be able to have more mind-blowing sex. And finally, the third secret to having mind-blowing sex is understanding that sex is really an exchange of energy. It's a beautiful exchange of energy, and it is a dance between the masculine and the feminine. During the sexual act, one of the 2 has to play the feminine role and the other one the masculine role. So the feminine role may be more the submissive role, and the masculine role more the one that is in charge, really. And at times, it can be your partner, the male, who's going to be the more masculine and you the more feminine, but at times you can also be the more masculine and the more feminine. If there's 2 masculine in the sexual act, it's not going to be as sexy and as mind-blowing. If there's 2 feminine during the sexual act, it's not going to be as sexy and as mind-blowing. And I'm not talking about genders. I'm talking about energy. So there has to be that energy between the masculine and the feminine in order to make the sexual act a mind-blowing sexual experience. So that is it for this week's episode. If you enjoyed this, please let me know in the comment section down below. And if you want me to make more videos about sex, I've never really done videos like this, but I thought this was a good one. I thought I'd share all of this with you. Also, if you liked it, don't forget to like and of course to share it on social medias. Let's get talking more about sex more openly in a respectful way, of course. And let's teach, especially I think the young generation, how to really have sex. You know, very often these people are watching porn, you know, they're listening to crazy advice that doesn't even make sense. People really need to learn that sex, like I said, is an exchange of energy, and it's a beautiful dance between the masculine and the feminine. And once you know your body, once you know your partner's body, it can be the most mind-blowing thing ever, really. So let's share this, really, and let's inform these kids nowadays that need to learn. That is it for this week's episode, and I will see you next week.